out with preemptive Kaisers, as well as melee supports and stuff like this. Zaya's pretty good into those compositions, so that's why we're seeing a more pick now.
I mean, it is nice, again, especially when we have Rahel or Nuon, we have a Korean bot lane on Zaya Rakan, historically, because remember, one of the best pairings of Renekton, or vice versa, Sejuani, as Oscarina gets absolutely battered, is this duo in the top side that easily gets a proc, but mid shows us as well. Flash for flash, a little bit mistimed, and Humanoid still in a bit of trouble. A Permafrost would take it, and as he finds it mid-air, first blood's given to SK, as Razork's now in a bit of trouble himself. The flail comes out, he'll get a Permafrost, but he's burning down. Razork gets the trade, but Niski doesn't have any mana. Razork gets the roots down as well, and the burn enough. It's down to inches, the flash for flash. Niski is looking for one more.
Oh no!
The plan! Stork shoes. I'd be displeased as well. Dominant's going to be his top lane, and it looks like Aragon playing solo queue, but let's find out how much further it goes. For Irrelevant under turret into Oscarina, it's a knock up here. The Ornn hard to dive, but the damage is already out. Irrelevant is already out.
His ultimate on that play, Irrelevant did. So you can't actually try and contest Void Grubs on the top side. So this would be Fnatic able to pick up these early Grubs, despite the moves from SK to try and move into position.
My only concern is, like, just because of those 2 kills onto the Zyra, even if Irrelevant could have been there, I feel like Sword Shoes and the Fated Ashes might have been too strong anyway. Razork is incredibly strong, that amount of gold on him right now.
Yeah.
So that's a triple grubs there. Play on his next ultimate cooldown. He just dinged 6.
But meanwhile, in the early game, the flash forward, Jun is just trying to ramp it up. Tramples there. Auto attack to get the stun. He tanks it up for a little bit too long. Ends up further away from his TP. Oscarina about 30-40 seconds, so there is an advantage here if Fnatic choose a fight. But for now, it's Humanoid who just goes airborne. Jun takes the damage. Here comes Isma, but the ult whips. He sidesteps. He doesn't have 6 to be tanky. So Isma will take it, but he takes
Razork's gonna get caught here.
This is a fed Sejuani kill. The plant's out, waiting for the Stranglethorns. Razork takes so much damage. The bases of Sejuani are broken as Niski gets turned on though. Razork almost finds a target, but he dies in the end. Okay, carry Sej time from Isma. Let's see it.
Nice pick from SK though. Razork was trying to see if the Void Grubs had been started by SK, but instead Isma waiting in behind, even at the push in top, so Relevant starts to move down river, and it's a complete trap for Razork, where he's got nowhere to go to get out of there.
Yeah, Oscarina going to TP in top. There's no cross map available. Now you can TP in bot side as well and catch the wave. It's just a winning SK play across the board. They don't lose any waves in anywhere. They don't lose a single plating either.
And again, it sounds like a broken record, but Tristana with 6 grubs is unmatchable. It's annoying. It's irritating. It's nice to see.
Control that they can try and combo for Jun and Razork's abilities.
Well, again, as it just whittles down, Fnatic are just going to take this starting objective. And again, Dagger, a further point to what you're talking about with Fnatic is, I mean, we've got that front to back, right? We've got double A carry with the Zyra as well as Jun setting up the engagement. Niski flashed away from the seismic shove it was as Fnatic are full committing. Razork sets up Humanoid, and this duo...
Bottom side, but he's facing into this Tristana, which means he's not really going to be able to use that.
Razork face checking. I mean, maybe some of the issues we saw yesterday. Razork yesterday was criticized. He came back, but man, the start of the series was not good, and that was a bit of reminiscence.
What was that step forward from Razork? I wonder if he misclicked the floor when he was trying to click the ward to take it. I'd have to see that again, but it looked like he accidentally walked forward, which invited the engage.
Seismic shove though. I mean, Niski might have a chance, but will there be a return? Call the Forge God flashed away from, and Niski now just hit on by Humanoid. Oscar gets out with his reposition and get in.
Yeah, Razork could lock down onto Luon, but Hex Flash for Jun, wants to see if he can get in, but yeah, SK just going to be able to steal this one away, and now you've got to have enough map pressure to really be able to facilitate moving that in towards mid lane. Now Isma, lots Humanoid, but he should just be able to jump over this if needs be. Jun on the way as well, though.
Oh, look at the teleport.
We're full committing, aren't we? I mean, but Oscar, only half HP. We'll see if that affects it. It's called the Forge God. Is the Ram Jam from hell, but Isma gets on out. Weaver's walled down. Midway interrupted. Niski and having a great game. Andrew as the seismic shove gets him away, but the exhaust
for the headbutt, so ends up getting knocked away, but that was dangerous from Niski. Did not have to take that ride, and I think very much regretted it the second he did.
I think he could have just gone to the left, you know, but maybe not. Maybe he felt the need to go through the river towards that dragon. Regardless, SK is going to pick up the first strike of the game. Very important towards their Drake stacking win condition with their early game comp.
And Irrelevant getting
just going to overload in mid lane, but as soon as they get this, they need to start playing off of Rahel's push in mid to play over to try and diminish the impact that Humanoid is having on these side lanes.
Lots of funneling coming in right now. You see Humanoid farming up those Krugs as well. They really want to get him stride. They ever overcommit numbers. SK down in the bot lane. That's a really quick Nash for Fnatic.
And it's a really nice angle from Jun. Seismic shove dodged away from him. He's trying to play with them for a little while. Might have to burn the ulti. Interrupted. Jun now isolated from the rest of Fnatic, and We saw a TP come up. I mean, Irrelevant joins in, and SK with a pick that might open them up and set them up for Baron.
And this is what I was talking about. SK playing off of mid-prio into being able to move quicker, find the pick. Jun's overextended. Razork is missed, though.
Yeah, but I mean, Razork's ulti comes through with the two-man knock-up. He's in the perfect place at the perfect time, and Humanoid's damage. His gold's starting to come in mega handy. Irrelevant flashes away as the feathers also fly from Rahel. And Humanoid, a bit of a messy game. There's been missteps from people like Razork, from Niski, you know, even from Jun on the other side. But now things are heating up with good picks. I just talked about him. Jun is having a rough one, but Noah isn't. He comes in, he cleans up. And
see with the layering of the Rakan ultimate as well, it should blow up unless it's Oscar in it.
Well, trying to steal that. That's Isma. He runs on in. I mean, I got to talk about good games so far, but as he gets knocked on up here in our round 2 of playoffs, SK are in a bit of trouble in their first game. Paul the Forge God flew through.
Stick him there in the side lane. We already said Irrelevant can't deal with him. So we constantly get pushed. We're opening up plays, and now you're engaging onto tanks.
I mean, yeah, not it. Not it. What? Let me see. Fun. They disengage for the time being, so maybe not relevant. As fun joke aside, 4K, 3K. Fnatic disengage SK. Baron goes down, and not even a pick on one.
Yeah, and he's having a fantastic performance, but you're kind of talking about the individual performance.
I think Fnatic have done a really good job in the siege, kind of mismatching the wave crashes a little bit, but in general also playing well around Humanoid.
Well, Jun actually pulls it on his back. The quickness comes through. A flash
the
over.
Damage.
The Stranglethorns were nuts from Razork. It's a two-man call. The Forge God from Oscar as Humanoid won't jump on that one, but it opens up Fnatic to keep charging on in for SK's game.
The base is going to be cracked open here. A minute left on that Red Bull Baron power play, and they want to take at least the top side as well. You can see Oscar in trying to get the bot pushed in as well. I think you should be able to defend that as SK, but this is still the base in tatters.
20 seconds on to Niski. He does have TP if they manage to chase for this long, if they slow chase it.
Still going. I mean, Luon jumps in, but he's getting shredded. Noah has the time of his life, and while Irrelevant tries to have a field day, unfortunately the bus is leaving. He's got to go. Jun with the flash at no HP. He doesn't get hit by the quivers. In the end, a flash searing charge on the cards as Isma now at no HP either. Razork's crushed through bot. Rahel's one shot away. Oscar cares not. And Fnatic, it went from nothing to something real damn fast, as it feels like the comps here are at play, with Humanoid dying in the end, but Fnatic having this game in the palm of their hands.
Yeah, I mean, that's all 3 inhibitors down. SK going to chase. Niski wants to get the flick back. Razork trying to keep it at bay. Isma needs to get in towards this fight, though. Doesn't have the ultimate available.
I mean, it's a nice sidestep, but he just gets smited down for a kill. Here's Irrelevant as it gets a little bit sloppy, Joe. With Isma chasing, Stranglethorn's out for a zone. Razork now out of mana, has enough for a Stranglethorn though, and gets 3 people cleaned up as Noah does it, and now flashes away. Irrelevant wants this as Luon's there, but the Oscar and searing charge to bring this in, and it's just skill checking, isn't it? Irrelevant's trying. Dominus is now back up, but the second skin passive. Look at him. I don't care about the base. I want to see Noah pop off. I want to see him kill them all. Everyone's hoping Fnatic are going to be stepping up big this split, this summer playoffs. And after game 1, it took a little while to get that feeling, but hey, eventually we'll know that Fnatic have taken this one out.
The TP's coming down, it's not over yet, is it?
Fight more, kill them all. Luon runs for his life, but Humanoid wants some of that.
That he was going to stomp Rahel and Luon, that he and Jun were the best bot lane. Leaps and bounds at this stage, and it's great to see his performance shining as a result. Jun going forward has Humanoid and Razork right behind him. Fnatic, they see blood in the water. They want to end this here.
SK have to pull the trigger soon, otherwise they're going to have 6 super minions pouring into the base every 30 seconds. They try to, and Jun goes in.
Well, they say in England it's coming home, and for Fnatic for game number 1 with a searing charge out to boot. Oscar, he's not going to find it, by the way, but Noah will. Killer Instinct in the back line, and Rahel, who's had a quiet game, who hasn't been able to do anything, gets jumped on by Humanoid, rooted down in the end, but Luon can't finish the job either. Now a bare Nexus, a triple to end it, and Fnatic playing with their food here, while SK have to sit and watch and wait for dessert.
The rumors of Fnatic's death are feeling great.